How's your weekend?
Dude nearly wheezed up a lung there.
Dirterotic.com.
There is a game, Gary, that's come out, and it's called Pragmata. And it's set on the moon, and it's about, set about 40 years in the future, something like that. And a tech company is up in the moon, and it's using this material, lunar filament, which is found on the moon. Duh. And they're using it to 3D print massive things, like colossal things. And so they're sort of experimenting with how this can, help Earth and the technologies that it can bring. And now this team of 4 people arrive on the moon, and 3 of them are immediately killed due to the AI, which is controlling the whole moon base, has been seemingly co-opted. Mm-hmm. And all the robots are now enemies, and they're all fighting you. And you're trying to contact Earth to get through to Earth to say that there is this massive catastrophe which has happened on this moon base. You run into a little robot, and she looks like a little girl. She's like a 6-year-old girl. She had a massive big raincoat. She's got her little legs out because she runs on electricity, and all the pads in the moon base charge her as she moves, so she doesn't have to charge up. And this little lass follows you around, and she hacks the enemies that you fight so you can shoot them and do more damage. And you start to develop this kind of paternal relationship with her. And she does like cute little things, like she draws pictures for you when you find enough like swings and stuff like that to keep her occupied in your little base. Right? Now, apparently, this little robot here, this little 6-year-old here, apparently this is the new alt-right dog whistle, Gary.
Dude, I saw this going around on X, and I gotta be honest, I have no idea what this is. I just sit all over my feed, and I'm like, I don't understand.
Well, a lot of people are giving themselves away. Number one, there seems to be two major fields here. Okay. One field is a bunch of pedophiles that keep saying how it's been made attractive and stuff like that, and it's goon and stuff, and I'm like, okay. Well, if that's your stance, you probably need to be introduced to a wood chipper immediately post haste. So there's that side, and the scary thing is I don't think they realize how much they are giving themselves away, but there's that. Mm-hmm. And there's another side which is saying that incels are having a fatherless men are having a sort of like father crisis with this game, that they want to settle down and have kids. They're incels, so they want to settle down and have kids, which is, of course, the incel life. Okay. But so it's this huge kind of like anti-family. Hassan Piker, probably biggest retard on planet Earth. He had a huge fucking spaz out about it, saying if you like the sort of paternal storyline in this, if you like the kind of father-daughter kind of relationship in this, then you're an incel.
What?
Yeah, you're an incel for liking it. You should have no family, give all your money to government. Apart from him, yes.
During my stream, someone said, like, what do you think of the dumb shit being said by, I think they like named somebody or whatever being retarded about this game, but I was like, you're gonna have to be so much more specific than that.
Yeah, yeah. There's so much. Now, one of Tim Pool's crew decided that she wanted to get into this, Gary. She's written whatever she's wanted to write. I've got it right here. And has been not just crucified in the comments, but community noted as well. So let's just go through what she has to say about this alt-right dog whistle of this little ass here. So let's show a little bit. Actually, let's show you a little bit of the girl in action.
What are you?
I am DI03367, a state-of-the-art pragmata created here at the Cradle. I possess basic life-saving...
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Yeah. From now on, you can be Diana. How's that fit?
Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Yeah.
Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Kids.
So did he alt-right dog whistle enough for you right now? So far?
I am so confused about all of this.
Oh, it's okay because Mary Morgan's gonna explain.
I'm happily old and just
Happily old.
Now, do you want
any of this? It's okay. I don't know what 6'7" means. I don't know what maxing means. I don't fucking know. I don't care.
By the way, when Hassan had his little thing, he said, "I haven't played it." Now,
Okay.
do you want just some little spoilers about Diana and why she exists?
Okay.
Because one of the things that Hassan said was Japanese people putting kids into video games is a fucking whoa. If you want to know just a little spoiler, here we go. Diana is actually a 3D replica of the head of the facility's daughter called Daisy, who's back on planet Earth. And Daisy
sounds kind of like Silence in the Library a little bit.
Yeah. I said this game's kind of got a Doctor Who vibe actually at one point. Yeah. And the reason why he's 3D printed her is because he's trying to work out a way to replicate 3D organs that will sustain itself in a human body to save his daughter. Now, it looks like there's some other shenanigans going on, but that's why she looks the way she looks. And he's had to go through various copies of this to try and get it to work. And Daisy and Diana was a copy that didn't turn out. So what they did is they wiped her mind. They wiped her memory, put her in storage, and then when the facility went into lockdown because of everything that went on, then she was activated. She got activated. So that's how that went down, and that's why we have her the way she is, and that's why she's very naive and learning about stuff. And so when you have a character that's naive and learning about stuff, you get this, very nice, very cool kind of father-daughter thing going on, because she's like, I want to experience going to the sea. What is this? What is that? It's that fish out of water character. Star Trek does fish out of water characters that are good. So anyway, let's go to this Mary Morgan from Tim fucking Pool with her master fucking brain take on this. Lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up by absolutely getting shit wrong, but never mind. Childless men do not have paternal instincts the way that childless women have maternal instincts. We observe this even in the way little girls play versus little boys. I don't assume nobody's gender here anyway. Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children. And typically those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's.
Mary, do you have kids?
No, I'm gonna reckon she hasn't, but does she have kids?
Do you have kids? Do you have kids, Mary?
Annihilating the uncle industry right now.
Right.
Yeah. And do you have nieces and nephews? That's part of it too,
As an uncle, I know.
I mean, that last one is a bold fucking statement, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Men are not nurturers. Men don't go. By this is a woman telling us, by the way. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than it being a product of his own lineage, he's likely a predator.
Okay.
And you'd be taking the feminist/radical gender absolutionist position to protest any of the above points, right? So
I'm a feminist now.
Yeah, here's my opinion, and if you disagree with me, then you're a fucking feminist, radical gender. Fuck off, woman. This should explain why a inverted commas dad simulator game marketed to mostly childless men gives people the creeps. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, let's just quickly go to the community noted on it. Men experience, quote, baby fever and paternal instincts before fatherhood with hormonal changes, oxytocin release, supporting nurturing and protective behaviors towards non-biological children, as seen in all parenting and adoption. It also, there's another community note on it, I believe, which goes into the fact that the percentage of fatherless men that want children versus the percentage of fatherless women that want children is very close indeed. It's like 59% men to 63% women. So that in itself is a very close statistic as regards to design. But I mean, I've got a Morley, I've got a you first because you've actually played the game.
Okay.
Well, the bit that you've played, because you have played a few hours at least.
Yeah.
And do you think this is like, first of all, been created as a fatherless man simulator?
A fatherless man simulator? I mean, it's
fatherless child simulator. I mean.
It's like a genre almost. That's what everyone's having fun with. Is people calling it dad space in like a wholesome way, right?
Yeah.
It's there's other games that have been come up in discussion. Obviously, The Last of Us is one of the ones that's like you kind of there's the set of similarities and parallels. God of War with Atreus and stuff. There's other games where you're basically simultaneously doing normal game things, but you're also trying to teach the kid you got with you lessons and protect them. And you get a dynamic of, how it goes, the hardened, rough teacher versus the wholesome, wide-eyed, everything's great person. They both learn a little something from each other as the story progresses, like that. We've done it a million times. It's totally awesome and cool. I don't know what the fuck possessed her for this game to have done this to her brain.
No.
I also don't think you want to have this fight. I've said this sort of on these things before. So if you everyone's just chill and happy to be talking about this. Well, I say everyone. Some people are really fucking weird. But if you want to be like, you know what, men, you guys are weird when it comes to wanting to try and raise children without having your own. You got all these weird aspects of it. It's just like men are typically the ones that have got to be leading and nurturing in contexts outside of their children, like societal. Yeah. Civilizational,
yeah.
Like it's borderline something that needs to be in men's DNA. You got to get that shit going. It's important, isn't it? Called the patriarchy? Isn't that like the patriarch? It's as much as commonly would be a father of their own children. And everything. It's like not in every case. They need that sort of element ready to go for leadership to be able to pass on. Also important in every aspect. This is what I mean. But like, I don't think you want this fight. Men kind of win out significantly in this aspect of wanting to try and raise the next generation because it's so important. Not to undermine women or anything. This person's just making it a weird, stupid fight, which is part of why I hate Twitter. To be honest with you.
Well, that's just it. Like I don't.
Yeah, you don't know if this is a troll or not. Like
I don't know. I think from Timcast. I mean, I think. Well,
she's on Pop
don't they
Culture
kind of take themselves way too fucking seriously for number one?
I mean, Tim knows how to get engagement on Twitter and trolls a lot. Some of Mary's stuff. Yeah, I've never seen an argument like this from her. So I, not knowing if it's a troll or not, but saying, let me see, what does it say here at the end? Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children, and typically those paternal instincts are only felt for their own children and no one else's. This is
a woman telling men how men's paternal instincts work.
Yeah, I mean, forget whether she has children or she's been adopted or I've been adopted and there is no generalities here. Okay, we could try to put it up to science, but there is women who are fucking horrible to the kids that they just gave birth to, and we've all seen it. And there are men who fucking terrible fathers. We've all seen it. But through my experience, which is all I know, my dad cared for me just as much as my sister. I was adopted. I love both my kids the same, no matter what. And to go out there and say that men don't want kids as a generality, and to say that they are predators if they don't have
hold on. Yeah, just to show that.
What are you talking about?
This should explain why a quote dad simulator game marketed to mostly childless men well, video games are targeted mostly to men anyway, because it's a mostly male-dominated industry, period. So that's just fucking whatever. Gives people the creeps. So yeah, if you're a man and you don't have a child, but you find this very wholesome, I find the game very wholesome indeed. I'm like 10 hours in, 9 hours into the game.
Has she played? Okay, more importantly, has she played the game?
Oh, the way that I'm sort of reading that, I would say she hasn't played the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I doubt it.
That's kind of important too. If you want to come out with this grand statement about fatherhood and how men see the world and men don't want kids, and then you're talking about a game that you haven't fucking played, kind of sounds like a lot of the internet to me. It does. It just does, especially when you're on a show called Pop Culture Crisis. You should kind of fucking watch and play the shit you talk about. That would be my, but this is coming from a network yesterday which said World War III started for the 17th time. So I don't fucking know.
Okay. Yeah. Civil War's coming and all that kind of.
Well, no, it's civil. Is it Civil War or is it World War III? I just need to know. Okay. Maybe it's Civil World War III.
It's the Civil World War III.
That's the thing is, if you're going to go out and make these grand statements, know what you're fucking talking about. That's all.
Well, I know the game is, I think, ridiculously wholesome. You're spending the vast majority of your time, by the way, blowing up enemies and hacking your way through the facility and finding cool ways to get across the environment and all of that. And then there's the Diana and Hugh stuff, and the Diana and Hugh stuff is done very well indeed, and it's very much a kind of paternal, father-daughter relationship.
Is a father simulator like bad?
I know this is just
why is bad?
Why is this perceived as a bad thing? Why is it perceived as a negative thing? Is
it genre at this point?
Well, is it just a bunch of fucking commie wankers that are just like, oh God, no, don't have families, give money to state and fucking live off government, fucking bollocks. But this is kind of very pro-family. And what's wrong with something that's pro-family? Like Hugh has lost 3. There was 4 of them when they arrived. 3 die immediately, but they're all dead within the first 15 minutes of the game. And Hugh, throughout a couple of times throughout the game, references the fact that he's lost his crewmen. He's sad that he's lost his crewmen. He references the fact that one of them, who was called Nicholas, had children. And he's got to go. He says, I need to go to their families and tell them what happened on Earth. It's very kind of pro-family. These are just throwaway lines.
Is it a good game? Are you enjoying it? Okay.
More stopped. I'm loving it.
I said on my stream, I think there's nothing broken about it. It functions perfectly well. The gameplay isn't interesting enough to me, and I just wasn't. I didn't buy the sort of the character. I just didn't find he was reacting to the situation in ways that I thought would make more sense. I didn't think his reaction to losing his team was very good either. It didn't seem to come up enough. He kind of, I felt like, bumps into treating her as borderline his kid pretty quickly. Like it takes like 10 minutes, even though he knows she's a robot, and he doesn't seem to ask much about the scenario or the origin. It takes a while to get any questions start to go, because I know they want to pace the story out.
Yeah.
But I was just like, dude, I'd be so much more curious to figure things out. I would also just wonder, like why in the world did they make a child robot? Like, and I just want to know why. And potentially,
I explained that earlier. But
no. That's what I'm saying. It should be his POV, and he should really want to find that out, as well as like in a world where all the robots are actually trying to kill you right now. You'd have to wonder in case she might be manipulating you in some way. Because like the children's drawings and stuff. When I saw that getting shared online, I thought she was an actual kid. I didn't realize that she was a robot, because of course it's hard for me to sort of put together that she's able to say like, I am a unit, blah 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 from blah 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 blah, but simultaneously draws like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, she's had her memory wiped, and then when she's reactivated, she essentially just has the brain capacity of a 6-year-old.
Of a 6-year-old, okay.
But also she can hack.
But she can hack. Yeah, she knows her robot functions, but from a BIOS perspective, I don't know which way you want to phrase it. She's kind of got the
yeah. But I was like, just for lack of a better way of describing it, I just wasn't buying it. So the story wasn't hooking me in, and then the mechanics were fine. And right now, I've got more games than ever that I've got to not only play but like on time. You know, because I want to do Resident Evil 2 a lot right now. But then I want to do that new Mouse PI game that came out, and then the fucking James Bond's coming out soon. Which, you know, I'm very interested in seeing what that's about. But then it's also, I don't know if you saw the Lego Batman Arkham game.
That looks good.
That does look good. So
that actually looks really good.
It's a game. I said to chat, it's like I probably would have completed Pragmata if it was 360 era and I just picked it up and was playing it. I'd probably go to the end. But right now, it's like I got other stuff I want to play more, so I'm just going to move on.
But what does Gary think? I haven't played the game, so I can't say I fully understand everything that's going on with the nuances of the argument because I didn't play the game. I just see, listen, there's creepy people out there. There's creepy art. There's fucking cuties. There's shit like that out there. So
there is nothing at all in this game which in any way, shape, or form has that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Zilch. This relationship between the two characters has been presented as absolutely nothing but like a paternal relationship.
No, the only thing I would argue against is men only caring for their own children.
Well, this is why we said at the beginning that the people who are saying, well, this could be a bit, you know, I think you're giving yourselves away. I think you're telling everyone what your fucking brain is functioning at. So
for me, it's just like, didn't you have that voice in your head that said, hey, maybe we don't express our perspective on this one. Maybe we just sit back and move on with our lives on this one.
There's that great line. You know that you can just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's an option, man.
Here, let me go. In actual fact, Tim Pool has responded, by the way.
I mean, this could be just a troll.
Yeah. Tim has said, Mary is correct in tendency. I think people are taking her point to some extreme end. What? I think she is. She actually did. Extreme end.
What the motivations behind that, I don't know, but she did. Yes. Despite
the community I would still argue women are substantially more baby crazy than men. And Mary is generally correct in his set. What's
this is just a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I guess I understand why he's doing this, but at the same time, it's like, sorry, mate, that's not what she said.
It's not what she said there, Tim. Yeah. But okay, nice try.
Listen, we all say stupid shit, you know. Just a matter of like, okay, maybe I said some stupid shit.
Kind of reminds me of the whole like plagiarism. No, it's a citation issue.
Yep,
citation. Yes, a citation issue. Yeah. This child is clearly eye candy. Is one thing that this guy says. By the way, he has pronouns in bio. 18,000 likes, but he's locked off replies after people are telling him that he's a raving pedophile. The character design creeps me out. Why does she look like a doll? She's a robot. Why is this blonde child with a blowout running around barefoot? I have not yet played the game. Is this expanded on in the plot? Well, yes, it is. Or is this just to be eye candy for creeps? Sir, come to my backyard. Have a look at my wood chipper. It's not working. I'm wondering if you could put your fucking head in and have a look for me, sir. Yeah. So that's the kind of fucking weirdos that are wanting to respond to this.
So that crossed your mind, huh, buddy?
Yeah. So you decided to share that to the world, eh?
Okay.
What's with like this game getting hit on hard for this when several games come out before that could have been hit on hard for this?
Do you know what? I think it's because it's I think part of it is because it's positive male role model. It's not a bad dad scenario. You talk about The Last of Us Part 2, and there's, Joel's, we would say, is a good, he does the right thing to save Ellie. But, we have to also understand the hideous world that he exists in and the hideous stuff that he has to do that. Whereas this, we're not killing human beings.
Right.
We're blowing up robots.
Joel is kind of, the whole idea is he did some dubious shit before we meet him.
He did a lot of dubious shit before Ellie even came along. So, there's those sort of elements with that. This I find to just be a very, well, wholesome's the word. It's a very wholesome relationship that the two characters have. And it kind of, it's certainly evolving into a father-daughter aspect as the game goes on, and more so as she expresses that she wants to leave the moon, she wants to see Earth, she wants to see all these things. So there is this very sort of paternal aspect, and it's a positive one. And I think there's a bunch of, pronouns in bios that don't like that. There's been fucking trans people going on about how this is fucking like erasure of trans children and shit like that. It's just like, what the fuck is going on with these utter weirdos? But I think it's a very positive kind of family vibe, and weirdos don't like that.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.